Hey, it's Tom from Tab Nation. Welcome to the AutoHotkey Nation. Today we're going to be doing a INI file. We haven't done one of these in a while, but I've seen this question come up a few times. It's something I've used in the past that I think could be very useful. So hopefully it's something you can use at your job or in your personal life. So here is our code. So basically the question that comes up is, in my previous videos I've done with INI files, is how to define the INI file, but what if we want the user to define it for us? You know, maybe they want to save it in a different location on their computer. Maybe they have the file that you're trying to launch in a different spot. So that's kind of what this is going to be showing you. Hopefully that kind of makes sense. If not, it'll make sense once we actually run the code and talk about it. So we're going to be using the hotkey F1 here today. So when I press F1, run my code that's below this. We're going to start with info. We're going to just make it blank just in case. And we're going to do an INI file path is going to be in my documents in a folder that I created called INI test saved info.ini. Now right here, you could even put an input box to let the user select, kind of like what we're going to be showing here. So you can copy some of the stuff we do below to up here. But for now, we're just going to keep it so that it's always going to be in the documents, which is fine. And if this doesn't exist, the INI file, it's going to automatically create it. So here's that folder. As you see, it is empty. There's nothing there. We got our handler here called start over, which you'll see why in a second. We're then going to read that INI file. So we're going to grab the INI info from that path, from my info, with the key info. So once it gets it, if file exists, meaning that the INI file is already there, meaning the user has at some point already ran this program and put the path in, it's going to go ahead and run whatever the path is that was defined in that INI file. But obviously that file does not exist, so this is not going to hit on the first try. So it's going to go to our else. We're going to get a message box that's going to say, please navigate to hello world. So in this example, we're going to be running the program Notepad with this text document. Obviously, you might have it run Chrome or something, so you can do whatever. Once you push OK on that message box, it's going to give us a file select, which is basically an explorer, and it's basically saying navigate to wherever that hello world folder or file is, and that's right here on my desktop. You can also use an input box too if you would like instead, where they can just copy and paste the file path in there, but I recommend using file select because that's going to be a little bit easier for a lot of people, especially if they're not very good with computers. Definitely go with that. If selected equals blank, meaning they basically push cancel, it's going to give you a message box saying you really got to pick something, like I need you to answer this. And then it's going to go to start over, which is going to go up here and basically hit that hello world thing again. So this is basically creating kind of like a loop where it's basically forcing the person to actually pick an answer. So let's say they go, okay, fine, I'll go ahead and do it now. Then it's going to hit that else because it's not blank. It actually has some data stored in there. It's then going to save that location to that new INI file that was created. And we're going to get a message box that's just going to say ready to run. So now that that information is in that file, that INI file, the next time they push F1, it's now going to hit that if file exists, if here, and then it's going to run that text document, which is going to open it. So let's see that in action, shall we? So I'm going to go ahead and run my script. Make sure, yep, it's running. So like I said, that folder or that file does not exist in the folder, so I'm going to push F1. It's going to recognize that. Please navigate to hello world. Okay. I'm going to get that explorer, that file select. So it's on my desktop. And it's just called hello world somewhere in all of my mess of stuff right there. And I'm going to push open. Now it's going to say ready to run. And if you saw in the background, it created that INI file. Let's open that. And there's that path that the user saved under my info, and then for the key, and then for the INI variable, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So let's run it again. F1. boom, it recognized that it was there, and it automatically ran my hello world text file. So this could be very useful if you have a program where you need the program to run maybe a PDF or a certain program in order for your script to continue, but at work maybe they have it saved in their documents, they have it saved in their desktop, you know, it could be anywhere. This is a way to add a lot of flexibility versus telling the user like, hey, this hello world text file has to be on your desktop. Well, now it doesn't. They can put it wherever they want. Maybe they have it in a folder that they're organizing that type of data into. This is going to help a lot with that flexibility there. All right. That was a quick video. Hopefully it helps you all somehow or another. If it does, let me know what you're using it for and if you've ever done this before. And if you have any questions, definitely hit me up in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button. 2 videos every week coming at you, and the bell notification so you know that they are coming at you. And I will see you all on the next one. Thanks.